Okay, hi, I'm FIVERUN. I'm the co-founder and CEO of FIVERUN. The in-store retail purchase experience is an ancient beast that has changed very little in the last 100 years. Seriously, 100 years ago, when the first credit cards came out, you would sign up, they would approve you, you'd walk in with a piece of paper that showed you what was your account number, you want to buy, and they would give you another piece of paper showing that you bought, in other words, a receipt. Who here now, 100 years later, doesn't have random receipts in their wallets or purses? I mean, but there's actually a bigger picture problem that's happening. And the bigger picture problem is that there's been a dramatic shift in terms of power, and the power is actually shifting towards the consumers as opposed to being at the retailer. The consumer nowadays, when you walk into a store and you made a purchase decision, I mean, you don't want to go hunt for the cashier or the cash register somewhere else, or worse yet, have to wait in line. You make that decision to buy something, and you want to get started and do it then and do it now, right? So that's why the big picture online is actually not necessarily easier, but you can actually execute upon that purchase decision when you actually need to. So the short story about it is, it's not that in-store retail is broken, far from it. It's still growing, and obviously the retailers who get it are doing really well and actually are growing successfully, and the ones who don't, well, we know who they are. So how do we solve this, or how do we help solve the in-store purchase experience? A couple of things. A couple of major problems that kind of plague retailers. Number one is inefficient staff, right? You have a cashier that's a loaded cost, just sitting there waiting for a sale to happen, right? We changed that because now we actually allow everyone in the store to be able to sell using a tablet to customer needs. No customer data. Customer walks in, they swipe a credit card, they walk out. Amazon knows more about that customer than the in-store retailer does. With our solution, when they buy from that salesperson, that transaction is recorded and actually linked to a unique customer record, so the retailer can start building information about that. Abandoned shopping carts. Customer walks in, they're frustrated about waiting in line or frustrated by the experience, they leave the merchandise on the floor. In fact, that's where the term abandoned shopping cart originally came from, was from in-store. And then we're able to capture that via wish lists or gift registries. And then lack of product visibility. You can only sell what you have on the shelf. So we help doing that by providing a tablet solution where you can expand that. Let's see if this video ends up working out. So it's a quick demo about the product. So short story, what are we doing about this? Well, we soft launched our first product in February, and now we have about 200 retail customers globally that are using our platform. So Macy's is probably the largest of the ones that we have a proof of concept with. To bring the product to market, we've signed a partnership with PayPal to provide the front-facing payment interface, and we've been selected to present at a number of other events as well. So markets, obviously huge. What we're focused on is high-value brick-and-mortar retail, bridal, high fashion, jewelry, and personal high-end services. So just in the U.S. alone, there's over 438,000 retailers, and within the specific market, and globally, much larger market. Obviously a very hot area, a lot of attention, a lot of opportunity here. Our competition comes from two different types. Either from the big legacy players, IBM, the SAPs of the world that sell vertically integrated solutions, or from startups that aim to provide inventory management, finance, plus the checkout, which is great, but 9 times out of 10, a retailer already has all that. Our advantage is we're software as a service, and we integrate directly with that. And so startup is nothing without a team. We put together a team that brings background in cloud, mobile payments, and around mobile products as well, and that has been around the block a few times. And as myself, this is my second startup. So in summary, is brick and mortar retail is undergoing a massive, dramatic transformation, and we believe that is being driven by the in-store purchase experience, and we've built proprietary technology to help transform that, and we believe we're well on our way towards doing that. So join us. Thank you.
Question.
Missed it. Was the product a kiosk in the store, or is it an app? What exactly
it's an app that the sales associate would use to be able to check out customers directly. So think the next time you go to buy a pair of shoes, instead of waiting in line or having hunt for the cash register, the same person who helped you, you could hand them the credit card, and they would swipe it, and you'd get your receipt emailed directly.
It's kind of like how the Apple Store does it right now.
Exactly, but without requiring every retailer to spend millions on that. They could just simply pay a flat monthly fee.
How does that help them collect more information on their customers, mirroring what Amazon's doing?
Yeah, exactly. So what we're doing is that every time that a person is actually shopping, so when they get a receipt emailed to them, or after time, we'll be able to recognize who that customer is and gain data about them. So for example, as they create gift registries and wish lists and things along those lines.
They have to give email information at the checkout.
Yeah, if they want to, right? I mean, if they want the receipts emailed, but you know, as you're seeing in Apple, Nordstrom's that have built these products, most people are kind of opting for that.
So what is the dollar value of your potential market?
Yeah, so in the U.S. alone, we've estimated to be 1.05 billion. Yeah.
So would that CRM ultimately go across all retailers that use your app, your SaaS?
Exactly. So we don't think of it necessarily as a CRM, but yeah, at some point, every retailer that's hooked into our platform would have then see the different visibility from that. And then, of course, using the email information, we also use that to mine data about the customer to tell the retailer about perhaps their geographic location, age, so on and so forth.
Thank you. Okay.